What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to be installing a new Fender Eliminator kit on the F3 here. And this bike did not come with a factory license plate holder. I know a lot of people like to see, that be removed and then install the new one, but it is what it is. And what we have here, we're going to be using a kit from New Rage Cycles, and this is everything you get in the box. Let me get this open here. So you got the license plate holder, the turn signals, and the hardware, and everything is plug and play. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get this bad boy installed. All right, so right off the bat, this kit is plug and play. As you can see on the bike, we have our two blinker plugs and then the license plate, and it's the same on the kit as well. But I did notice when I was testing it that when you hook up right and right, left and left, they're actually reversed on my kit. So I had to do right to left and left and right. So you might want to check that on yours when you get it, just in case. And then starting off, once you open this tail section back here, you are going to have a plastic piece like this that's going to be down inside of there. Now, how I ended up getting this out is I already had the bike torn apart because I had to take the tank off in order to get to the battery, because on this bike the battery sits underneath the tank. And in order to do that, you have to remove this entire tail section, which is one complete piece. And it was kind of easy for me to go ahead and pull it out because these plastic pieces right here get in the way. But I was able to undo the bolt right here and then just kind of pry and pull that plastic piece out of here, which will reveal all this down in here. So you see this hole right here on the bottom, if I can get, yeah, right there. That's where your main bolt is gonna go for the turn signals. So that's where you're gonna mount it up at. And as you can see, if I come under here, where's that? Right there. So that's where you're gonna mount that, and that's gonna really be the only way you can get to that all in here is by removing that plastic piece. Now the kicker is getting it back in. Now if I still had all these fairings off, it would be easy to get back in, but since I don't, I may have to modify it in order to get it back in there so it covers everything up. Because if this is all exposed and you want to actually use this to, I don't know, put something back there, I don't really know what you're going to put back here because there's not a lot of room. It's kind of open. But yeah, so also I went on ahead and kind of loosened these, or I left these two screws here off just in case, I needed to do that. But other than that, that is it right now. So I'm going to show you how to get the hardware put in on the inside. So in your kit, you are going to have a big washer, as you can see right there, and a nut. So those two are going to go together, and that's what's going to go on the top, right inside of there. And then on the bottom is where you're going to take your long bolt, which is this one right here, and that's going to go through this hole right here that's going to mount up to that. These two holes are going to be for mounting the license plate holder. So I know it's kind of weird, but bear with me, we'll get through it. And also on this kit, it does have some double-sided like 3M kind of foam on the other side. I guess that is so you can stick it onto here, which I would not recommend. I would leave the paper on it. Do not stick it on there, because if you have to remove your tail section for whatever reason, that's going to be tricky. You want to just be able to remove the Fender Eliminator and then get your tail section off. All right guys, real quick, just to make life a little easier, I went on ahead and put the license plate holder onto the turn signal bracket. As you can see here, go ahead and have all your cables ready to go, because what you're going to do is you're going to run them up. You're going to find like a small crack up in there to run them up through there. And then, like I said before, this is going to be your main mounting hardware for this piece right here. And then not quite sure what these spacers are for. If anyone knows, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, but you can use those if you want. I decided just to go without. So you get two supplied bolts and nuts to mount the license plate to the turn signal mounting bracket here. And then that way, once you put it on here, it's already good to go. You can just mount that up there and have at it. So all right, let's go on ahead and get started with mounting this up. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna route these up through the bottom, so that way we can go ahead and get everything plugged in or they're ready to go, and then get this mounted. So this is gonna be kind of tricky, but here we go. kind of hard to get to, so if you got big fat sausage fingers, you might need to get help from someone with some petite fingers. All right, so we got all 3 of those through there, like so. And then what we can do is go ahead and plug them in, so that way we're gonna leave this kind of hanging on the bottom here and then bolt it up. It's pretty simple when you only got just 1 bolt to worry about. So convenient to be plug and play. And my right one. Man, it's tough to work in here. All right, now I'm gonna test them and make sure they are good to go. All right guys, as you can see, blinkers on. We got license plate light. Show you the other side real quick here. Yeah, we're good to go. Now all we gotta do is get it mounted. All right, so I just wanna reiterate, here's that big washer and that nut, and then see that hole right there? That is what's gonna mount, or that's gonna sit right on top of that, and you're gonna have 2 hands to hold that in place while you work the bolt up through the top, or through the bottom here, and then start to align everything and get it tightened down. All right, so for the nut, I believe it's a 13 millimeter, and this bolt has an Allen head on it that's kind of a weird size. I've been trying to find out of all the Allen keys that I have something that'll fit the closest, so you may have to kind of play around with that. And this is beveled, so it'll just sit flat and flush right on that mounting piece. Make sure get it nice and flush there the best that you can. Okay, real quick before I get everything tightened down, I just wanted you to see what that looks like. See the washer and the nut right there, good to go. You got your cables and everything. You can do that however you need to do it, you know, to clean it up, to make sure they're nice and pretty inside of there. And then there is that 1 bolt. Like I said, it sits flush, and that is it. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and get this all tightened up, and then we'll show you the after. Oh, and one more thing before I forget, this plastic piece that you want to stick back inside of here, like I said, it's not gonna fit unless the fairings are off and you can squeeze it back down in there, just because these tabs right here are in the way. So what I think I might end up doing to mine is probably just modifying mine a little bit. I may cut it on both sides a little bit, so that way it just slides right in and then you can bolt it down. But yeah, just a little food for thought. All right guys, and that's it. As you can see, we're all nice and installed and everything. I want to show you the inside here. Got our nut and washer secured, and I believe that is a 12 millimeter nut. A little tight to get in there to tighten down, but not too bad. And then as you're doing it, just make sure you keep checking this to make sure it's all straight and aligned and everything looks good. And then finally, I also found out what those spacers are for. So these nuts, or I should say the bolts, they come real close to the plastic right here. They come almost, they're pretty much touching it. So I think that's what that's for. It's to back it off a little bit so you have some space in there because it's real tight. But yeah, that is it guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps you out if you have a MV Agusta F3 and you're trying to figure out how in the heck you are going to get a Fender Eliminator on here. This is it. Check out New Rage Cycles. Shout out to those guys. If you're looking to purchase, that is where this is located. And if you guys are liking what you're seeing, definitely give your boy a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.